Hey guys, I've got a super fun tutorial for you today, how to make a macrame shelf. I will also add in a few tips on how to change up the design a little bit depending on your preference. Let's get started. You will need 318 feet or 97 meters of rope to complete this project. Please see the description for additional details including the dimensions of this project, what products I used, and where I purchased them. Cut 14 pieces of rope, each piece is 84 inches or 7 feet long. Set 2 pieces of rope aside and attach the remaining 12 pieces of rope to your copper rod using Lark's head knots. Attach in 6 pairs of 2. Measure 3 inches in from the end of your copper rod and attach 1 pair on the left and 1 pair on the right. Attach the 4 remaining pairs in the middle of your work, keeping about 2 inches of space in between each pair. Tie a square knot at the top of each pair. We are going to be making a V pattern, so we will tie 5 square knots in between the first row of square knots. About 2.5 inches down from your first square knot, tie another square knot but alternate the inner and outer cords. If you'd like to change up the design a little bit and create a V that has straighter lines, do not alternate the inner and outer cords. Working 2.5 inches down from the second row, tie 4 more square knots. Working 2.5 inches down from the third row, tie 3 more square knots. Working 2.5 inches down from the fourth row, tie 2 more square knots. Working 2.5 inches down from the fifth row, tie 1 more square knot. Cut 50 pieces of rope, each piece is 53 inches or 4.4 feet long. I'm going to use cow hitch knots here, but I thought I'd show you what it looks like with Lark's head knots if you want to change up the design a little bit. The difference, if you use Lark's head knots, you will see the rope wrap around the front of your work. Attach 5 pieces of rope per section using cow hitch knots on both sides of your work. Tie one row of double half hitch knots along both sides of your work. Use the outside left and the outside right pieces of rope as your filler cords. I've sped this section up to 4 times the speed as it is quite repetitive. If you'd like to view it in real time, please click Settings at the bottom right of the screen, click Speed, then click 0.25. Connect the two sides by tying one more double half hitch knot. Grab the 2 pieces of rope you set aside earlier and attach to your copper rod using Lark's head knots. Attach the first piece to the left of your first square knot at the top of your work, and attach the second piece to the right of the 6th square knot at the top of your work. I drilled 4 holes in the corners of my piece of wood. The holes sit approximately 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the wood. Using a tapestry needle, thread the rope through the 2 holes on the left side of the wood. Originally, I was going to tie 1 knot underneath each hole, but I drilled my holes a bit too big, so I ended up tying the 2 pieces of rope together using an overhand knot. The only issue with this is that your piece of wood might slide back and forth. Ideally, you drill your holes a bit smaller and tie 1 knot underneath each hole to make the shelf a little more secure. Repeat that process on the right side of your work. If you'd like to add a little more detail to your work, you could add 2 pieces of rope per side and tie spiral knots halfway down your work, and then attach 2 pieces to the back of the wood and 2 pieces to the front. There is also the option to add 4 pieces of rope per side and create a few diamonds before attaching the rope to the wood. Thanks so much for watching. I love to see your work, so please feel free to tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you've used one of my tutorials. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up below, and if you have any feedback, please feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly video tutorials.